Well, every conference game that you play and you have an opportunity to walk out of the stadium with a win is a huge win. To go on the road and do it, we break a dubious record. It's been around for about 3 years or so, over 3 years. And I'm happy for the young men. You know, they got that albatross off their neck. Wasn't pretty. We were up and down the field, just couldn't find the end zone a couple of times. Some mistakes, some self-inflicted mistakes. But you know, this is a weird place. A lot of crazy things have happened down here during my career. And anytime you can, you know, take the long trip to come to Thibodaux and win. And this was a resilient football team. Now they played a monster schedule, an incredibly difficult schedule, and they competed hard. Let them hang around a little bit in the first half, and it was hard to put them away. The running back Henry is a beast. I mean, you know, we wouldn't trade Gus Johnson for anybody. But that young man is certainly an all-conference type player, and we just didn't do a very good job at times, you know, with our fits and getting him on the ground. But always great to get a win, always special to go on the road and get a win, and especially our longest trip of the year down here in Thibodaux. It's very important. I mean, we had 2 bang-bang plays at the pylon where we're laying across the pylon and across the goal line, and you know, with a tight end, and then I think Josh West one time. But you know, we didn't get the call, but you know, it's about scoring points, it's about winning, and you know, next week it may be 7 touchdown passes or 6 touchdown passes versus 6 touchdown rushes. So we obviously did some very good things up front. A little shorthanded at tight end, but I thought Gus and Josh and Fred Ford came in, and of course Zach. I think he had 3 rushing touchdowns as well. So I thought he did some very positive things. But you know, we dropped some balls. We had a chance to really separate ourselves, and just didn't do it. But we found a way to finish on the road, and that's very positive to build on. Well, you know, we're at the halfway point of our season. We're 4-2 and 1-1 in conference. We've got to go back on the road next week against Houston Baptist. Hopefully this will give us some confidence. We learned a lot, how we travel, what our expectations are, bus travel, just, you know, different from jumping on a charter flight and flying, you know, wherever. And you know, a little bit closer quarters, I guess is what you could say. And so I thought our kids handled the attention to detail. And next week, you know, a little bit shorter trip, but certainly we got to go on the road again and prepare for an upstart program. And I know Coach Shealy will have those guys, you know, fired up. They were on the road tonight. I don't know how they did, but he'll have them fired up to play at home in their new stadium. So got a chance to you know, go 5-2 and 2-1, and that's going to be the goal this week. And we want to at least be able to replicate a lot of what we did here in the first half of the season. But we know, you know, to become the team that we want to be, we have to improve and learn from you know, the last couple of conference games.